Yeah. Right, there's this monkey. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's called Jack. Yeah. Right? I got pally with this bloke who worked in a railway station.
How? Pen pals?
I don't know, I didn't say all that. I'm just telling you. I'm not sure.
Chat rooms on the internet.
So, anyway, he's helping him out all the time. It's this fella's job, right, to sort of make sure it's safe for the trains to come in, that sort of thing, right? But he's always working on his own, so he's got his mate Jack in with him, right, this little monkey. Yeah. And, you know, they're having a good time. They share lunch together and stuff like that. Anyway, it gets to a point when the fella whose job it is, right, starts getting old. And Jack, the monkey, starts getting more involved.
Presumably this is a chimpanzee as opposed to a monkey, you mean? When you say monkey, it's generic term, you mean chimp usually, don't you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
So, you know, he's clocking the fella doing his job, and he's thinking, I can do this, right, the monkey.
I love it.
Yeah. He's helping out, he's pulling down the levers and stuff, so the trains sort of come in on the right lines.
Sure, yeah.
He's clocking it, he sticks his head out of the little window, see the trains coming and that.
I have British Rail listening.
Yeah.
Right? In the end...
Oh, yeah.
The fella whose job it is, he lost a leg for some reason, couldn't work anymore.
Lovely.
Gave Jack the job.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
The railway company are happy with that. I'm sure they interviewed a number of people, but he was the best monkey for the job.
And that's good, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
Right, once again.
Well, it's not true. Don't hand Steve a piece of paper that someone put on the internet who is probably a bigger mentalist than you. That's not proof. It's not true. At no point did a railway company give a chimpanzee the job of signalman.
It was ages ago.
What?
Steve, when was it? It was
before trains, probably.
Well, it's in the 1880s.
Yeah.
According to this piece of paper, which is what you've based your monkey news on. Now, of course, I think ITN and a lot of the news channels, they tend to get lots of independent confirmation of their news before they give it out as fact. But you've got an email from someone, so let's assume that's real. It says, for this, Jack was officially put on the railway payroll, earning 2 cents per day and have half a bottle of beer on Saturday. That's what we pay you, isn't it?
Now, Karl did get the gist of the story correct in the fact that the monkey, in this case a baboon in South Africa, was paid and did work as a signalman. However, Jack was an assistant to a disabled signalman, Jack White, whose legs were amputated in an accident. Instead of Jack just growing old, instead of Jack being pally with the conductor, he was bought by the signalman instead of just naturally becoming friends, and Jack was said to be flawless at his job.
Are you familiar with the one that went into space? The first sort of thing they ever sent up there? Before man did it and all that. You see, this is what annoys me with it, really. Armstrong gets all the glory, but do you know who went up there before him?
A monkey.
Yeah. And what happened is they taught it what buttons to hit at the time it needed to hit them, and the way they did this was like give it bananas. It was like hit the red button, and it hit the red button, they'd give it a banana.
Right.
And they go, right, reverse is the green one, hit the green one, and then they do that and go, there's a banana. And then they go, right, hit reverse, and it go and get a banana. Right. Hit the red, so it was taking commands on like headphones.
Right, but how are they giving it the banana?
Is that how you learned to do radio?
How are they giving it the banana?
What do you mean? No, this is before it went. You wouldn't just go and put a monkey in it and go, there you go, get on with it. They'd sort of put him in one of them capsules that you get.
Yeah.
And they were on headphones.
I don't believe this happened.
Well, I'm telling you the story now. So the monkey
I don't think they trained it to do anything. I think they sent it up there and he put electrodes coming out of it to see what
it wasn't any of that. They did a thing like they do. Like they can with animals. If you give something, like a treat, you can teach it how to do it. It's just like a dog, isn't it?
It's called Pavlovian conditioning. However, that was to see if it would salivate or go over to a particular corner, not if it could control a spacecraft.
Next one up. It's the next one up. As far as the monkey's not sat there going, oh, I'm a bit under pressure here, it's a rocket. All that's knowing is, I'm getting a banana if I hit that button. That's all the monkey's thinking about. Right?
They wouldn't put billions of space dollars.
But how can they be sure that it's going to press the button at the right moment?
Because it's got headphones on. It's not like willy-nilly. It's not just like pop it in there and see.
What's to stop it from just hitting it any old time? Because it's a monkey and it's not a human.
Because he's trained now. But
it's trained. It's fully trained, yeah.
So what happened is, anyway...
Oh, this is absolute rubbish.
They popped the monkey in there.
Yeah.
He's got his headphones on. They're going, right, hit the green one. And I think there's something there that a little banana comes out to keep the same.
No, you're making this up.
I'm not. It's the same.
There's no way that they made a spacecraft that had a banana dispenser.
Right,
There's no way in this world that they made a spacecraft that could go into outer space, right? Manned by a monkey with a banana dispenser.
So you're saying that it's easy to send something up to space, but you don't believe there's a little banana machine?
Right, okay,
so it comes to the launch day, monkeys sat in there, everyone's ready, bananas are stocked up and all the rest of it. They go, right, hit the green button. Right, and the rocket goes off and what have you.
No, they would not make the monkey launch the rocket. Karl, you are living in a cartoon world.
So the rocket goes off, right?
This is absolute bollocks.
It's all going well.
I don't know what you're going to... It's not going well. There's no way a monkey launched a rocket. There is no way a monkey launched a rocket, you idiot.
It's all going on, so they're going, hit the left button, and it goes a little bit left.
Button? Right, well-known spacecraft command. This is Houston, hit the left button. Oh, brilliant. This is what happened in Apollo 13. Hit the left button.
So it goes left. Yeah, it goes left.
So it goes left, and it's going well.
Left! It goes left!
Yeah.
No, the moon. You're going right.
It goes for the moon, everything's going well.
Right.
They get up there, it does whatever it does. It reverse, it comes back. Right? So then...
honestly, you are brain dead. So you are one of the most stupid people. That I would rather have the monkey drive me home than you.
So the thing is, so it lands back, it does a good job and everything, it gets out, and
it's sick of bananas.
This is where it turns a bit sad, because after it's done that mission, right, because it happened and it was all safe and everything, the next one would have been to send man.
Right.
So the monkey enjoyed it, and it was like, well, I want to do it again, right? But they were like...
So how did they know that? How did they know?
Just the way it looked and what have you. It was like...
Fuck off! Just the way it looked! You are a maniac.
So the thing is, though, right, so after it had done that, it was on such a high, right, it could never get that high again.
This chimpanzee will pave the way into space. His name is Ham. He has a different training regimen than human astronauts, including shocks to his feet if his attention strays from the instrument panel. But his job is paramount. Prove that a primate can function in space.
So this was how you were able to, what they would have called at the time, man-rate the vehicle.
All three start panel lights are correct. Mercury go. Atlantic lights on. T-minus 18 and counting.
Since the embarrassment of Mercury 1, they think they fixed the rocket.
Minus 10, 9,
But will the capsule keep Ham alive?
6. 0, 1 second. Lift off. Lift off.
Mercury 2 punches through the Florida sky, with the hopes of the program riding on a 3-year-old chip.
We are correct.
The capsule loses pressure, but Ham's spacesuit keeps him alive. He pulls levers and pushes buttons as trained. They know he's conscious, but don't know if he'll endure re-entry.
We're receiving data again. Let us know when you regain the signal.
Ships find Ham's capsule in the wide-open Atlantic. They whisk it aboard and open the hatch to see if Ham survived.
He was a little dehydrated, he was a little fatigued, but they gave him an apple and he liked that.
He has nothing more than a bruised nose. Everyone hopes the first human in space will be so lucky.
Now, unlike what Karl said, the monkey wasn't trying to chase the high or buzz he got from being in space. Instead, you could argue quite the opposite, as apparently Ham, the chimp's name, would get anxious and annoyed when press was near him, and when his handler, Joseph V. Bradley, tried to get him photographed in a capsule, he would respond similarly.
But there's a TV channel in Moscow, right? And I think they had a bit of bad luck or something, a lot of redundancies and that, right? And whoever was in charge of it got a bit mental and got rid of loads of people, right?
Yeah.
And they come in the next day, and they were like, right, are we ready to go live and that? And someone comes running in with a clipboard saying, we haven't got any people left, right, to present.
Such nonsense.
Right, tell you what. Right, okay, carry on.
So he goes, what?
If just one employee turns out to be Simeon and is doing a good job, I'm never doing this radio show again.
So this TV channel, you know, it's having a lot of problems and that. They've got to go live, right? He's like, what am I going to do? Anyway, for some reason, right, there was a chimp knocking about.
For some reason, that's the key piece of information,
but
we didn't get it. We didn't get it.
It doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Imagine if that was in a film. And they're going, well, I can't see where this plot go. Well, he's just there. He's just there.
So anyway, so he sort of says, get it in a suit, right?
Why?
So, because they're running out of ideas, the clock's ticking, they've got to go live with something.
What do you mean? What he's presenting?
Is it a news programme?
He's presenting.
Listen, it's a chat show. I'm not...
They can't
Again,
talk!
don't have a go at me, have a go at John, who sent this in.
Right,
and
be quiet, let's hear it. Let's hear it again.
So anyway, so like I say, so they're going live, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what have you. Chimp sat there on the chair. He was like, look, let's just get through tonight's show and worry about this tomorrow, right?
What are you talking about?
Look.
So they put a chimp in a suit. What was that, handmade, or were the sleeves a bit short on him? You idiot, think!
So anyway, it's sat there, right? And they're going, right, here we go. Good luck, everyone, right?
Yeah.
Chimp's there.
What programme is this?
It's a chat show.
Whose chat show is it?
Well, it's the monkeys.
I like the fact that
It's the monkeys now, is it? Did I say...
I like the fact that they put the chimp in a suit. It's like, no one's going to take this chat show seriously if he's not dressed up, if he's not smart.
Slovenly, look at that, slovenly ape.
So anyway,
Oh.
let's get to the point of it and that, right? So anyway, so they go on, right? It's all going
Didn't
brilliantly.
happen. There's no way this happened.
Here's a fundamental
anyway.
question. How was the chimp asking questions?
Not sure about that bit, but all I've got is the stuff that was on the news site for this. Like I say, I've
But
given
it's
you,
rubbish.
Yeah, but I've given you some facts.
No,
I've told you there's a TV channel in Moscow that's having problems, right? I've explained that.
No,
bit.
it's this rubbish.
They've got rid of the presenters. The monkey sat there, right? Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm telling you, it goes all right.
It goes okay. In case you were worried, Rick.
He's sat there, right?
Absolute
They get to
shit.
the first break, they're like, can't believe it, right? You know, viewing figures and that, they're loving it, right?
What? No. What? How did they know the viewing figures in the break?
Please do not interrupt the
And
news.
what did the chimp
At
do in
end
the
of it,
first half?
They had a big guest on that week, and
And what
have
did
you.
he do? Just talk to
was it?
himself?
They walked.
So Cher comes on,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but say if it is Cher, right?
No,
Right,
what-
the main gaffer is like going, "Oh, Cher's going to go mental at us, right, for putting."
Say
on
it
with
is.
the
No,
monkey."
it is Cher.
No, it's
In
Cher.
his mind, it's Cher sitting there talking to a chimp in a suit.
So anyway, she
and they're
comes
filming
off-
it for Moscow TV, and the ratings are going through the roof.
Now this one I don't think happened, however Karl could be confusing it with just random clips or videos he would have seen online of monkeys on chat shows, whether that be the infamous Johnny Carson clip of him laughing at the monkey,
We laugh for you?
an actual monkey in a Japanese game show skit, hosting in which he cusses a female guest, or Letterman from around 1986 where he has a monkey cam in which the monkey Zippy goes around and does what he wants.
All right, good enough. There's the... Yeah. See, I think...
This is what he says. This is what he gleaned from the programme about monkeys. It sat on a bridge and wanted stuff off people to walk over the bridge.
What?
So it was acting as some kind of toll booth,
This
was
is
it?
ridiculous.
No, it was a bridge in like the jungle,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
and it's a monkey that's sat on a bridge, and a lot of tourists go through the area.
No, it's a monkey
to look at them.
who realised that if he sits there, he'll get stuff because it look like it's a cute little chimp begging.
No, but every time.
Yeah, because you give a monkey, I'm as bad as him now. If you give a chimpanzee a banana, and he starts realising that humans have things to give.
As natural climbers, these monkeys have no trouble navigating the high wires of the bridge. They are born opportunists and can't turn down the prospect of an easy meal. Some travellers offer up payment freely, whilst others need more persuasion or a helping hand.
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who like got involved in crime and stuff. Right? We had the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went into a bank.
Who cares?
Went into a bank and walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime
just
and
Monkey
stuff.
News update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is it's got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something that where they've been gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah,
It's a prison.
does it have fraud cases?
It's
mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. It's mainly violence, I bet. That's my
that and theft.
Say it again.
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again.
Theft.
Say it again.
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're going to keep doing it. We've got 6 minutes. You're going to say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, do you say it?
No,
because then you know how to say it.
Well, all right, robbing then. It's been caught robbing.
Say it again, though.
So Who's robbing? Who's robbing?
So they've got this prison. Right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not going to say it?
Oh, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys.
Right.
That are in there for life. Because that's... I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off.
But there's 11. There's 11. I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was
weird. You thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Karl, what are they in there for then? Because I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder. They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not.
Are they
prostitution and gambling?
Are you sure they're not just the pawns and the head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery. I wonder if they get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it just the back of a fag packet found in a toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, Parole Unlikely for Inmates of Monkey Prison.
Yeah!
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patilia houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montebello snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
Now this was quite accurate and similar to what Merchant says when he reads the bit of paper to Karl. Though the reason the jail existed was primarily down to religious reasons against harming monkeys, and them causing troubles for humans. The jail was eventually closed down after being opened in the 90s, and was going to be used as a monkey rehabilitation school in 2009, after shutting down in 2004, though that idea never came to fruition.
About a bloke, right, who worked in a zoo.
Oh dear.
Right. So
Trouble's brewing.
Loving his job and that, but it's quite a lonely sort of job because you don't see many people. You're just dealing with animals all the time, right? So anyway, he gets a bit pally with a monkey because it's the closest thing to a human.
Well, that ape is.
Right. Yeah, but you can't really go that close to apes.
Well,
They're dangerous.
what do you mean? What type was it? Do you
Just
mean
let him tell the story.
Was it a chimpanzee?
I reckon it was a chimp. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't even know. So that's
a chimp. It was a chimp. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does it?
So he
It's a
gets
story.
pally with him.
Right, so he gets pally with him.
Wasn't they go on holiday together?
Well, no, I mean, it starts
On the
off
pool together.
starts off just checking each other out and, you know, probably sharing lunch and that together.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, this goes on for a while. You know, they're getting on well on that. And then after a while, right, the monkey starts sort of imitating him a bit more and sort of walking upright.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right? So he thinks, oh, that's a bit weird. Anyway, they get on really better and what have you. So he thinks he could live at home with me, because we're getting on a storm, right? So he takes him home, and before
is
you
this
know
the beginning of Beneath the Planet of the Apes? I think it is. I think you've seen this on video.
I'm worried, because he's already imitating him and they're moving in together. I'm thinking it's maybe a bit like single white female. single white zookeeper.
Ah, brilliant.
Right, so anyway, so it's moving in and it's getting used to sort of the normal human life. It's having a cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah, PG tips.
It finishes the day off with a
dear.
Finishes the day off with what?
It doesn't have to move a piano at one point, does
He
he?
finishes the day off with a little brandy.
Yeah.
What, he pours himself a Is he wearing a smoking jacket?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Carl. You're a maniac,
listen,
mate.
no, this is why it attracted me. It's amazing, right? So he's having his brandy and that, loving his life. Next thing you know, he sort of I don't know if he loses it or he gets shaved, but the top half of his body is hairless. Right, apart from his head. Right, so he's got a nice.
So it's the opposite of the kid.
Well,
yeah,
this is what I'm saying.
that would happen.
Right.
Well, hang on, but so you don't know if
You
he
don't
was
even
shaved
know.
or if it was
How
dyed?
did it say? Then the hairless. What?
I'll bring it in for you, the story, and then you
All
can
right,
see
well,
if
okay,
I've gone
keep
wrong.
going, keep
So
going.
anyway, so this is going on, and he's having a great life. Then the zookeeper starts getting a bit annoyed because he's having a better life than the zookeeper. The zookeeper's in the zoo.
This is such
So the
rubbish.
zookeeper's still got to do a day's work. The monkey's at home, he's partying.
Well,
he's
it
got
gets
his
to a
other
point when he
chipmates
says,
round.
"There's no point you coming in to the zoo because the whole reason of you being there was because you're being kept there."
Right.
And he didn't want to bring the memories back, so he said, "You stay at home." So
You are you're talking such.
Just let him finish.
God, I don't know if I can sit here and listen to this drivel.
Let me. I'm fascinated.
it's
It
nearly
sounds
over anyway,
amazing.
right?
It sounds extraordinary. Carl.
So he's walking up right. He's having a tea in the morning, finishing the day off with brandy. Gets a bit out of hand. Only tries it on with the zookeeper's wife.
Make him go away, Steve.
How does he do that?
Well, because he's around humans a lot, he becomes a bit of a charmer. And,
But what is it that he could do to seduce her? Pick fleas out of her?
This was Oliver in 2004, happily living out his retirement at Primarily Primates in northwest San Antonio. It was in this very enclosure Oliver died, curled up in his favorite hammock next to his girlfriend, Raisin. It's estimated he was 55 years old.
It was a nice way to see him go, just very calm, very, very peaceful.
For nearly 30 years, Oliver had the world believing he could be half human, half ape.
He is one of the most well-known chimpanzees in the world, next to Cheetah from Tarzan.
Japanese scientists thought Oliver had an unusual number of chromosomes, his characteristics unlike any other chimp. Oliver walked upright. His ears were set higher. He had a flatter nose and smaller head. Oliver also craved human contact.
And this chimp genuinely wanted human contact and genuinely appreciated being part of the human world.
Genetic testing eventually confirmed Oliver was just a chimp, and after decades of freak show type exploitation, Oliver ended up in a research lab. Primarily Primates rescued Oliver in 1998.
Deep in my heart, there's something more to him, something very special, very unique.
Oliver's last few weeks involved feasting on coconut sherbet.
We had a gallon of coconut sherbet for him, and every morning he had scoops of coconut sherbet where we were sticking in vitamins, so we just trying to pump him up with as much as we could.
Primarily Primates is planning a dignified burial.
And we're actually having his body cremated. There will be no scientific testing. There will be no slicing up of the body. There will be no bones going to a particular place.
And no more exploitation.
He was my friend. And, I will miss him.
this isn't monkey news, I'm just giving you this free.
Yeah, brilliant.
Turned out one of his mates used to have a chimp.
Right.
What do you mean one of his mates used to have a chimp?
Well, two of his mates. Mind you,
Oh,
one
sorry,
wasn't his
yeah,
mate, one wasn't his mate.
I was thinking it sounds a bit far-fetched living in Manchester, like. But if there was two of them...
He had a chimp, had to thump it in the head.
Now, whilst this may seem hard to believe, I did find an article about how 2020 Freedom for Animals found a Manchester shop where primates were still being sold. Though it was very possible and feasible, Karl was telling the truth somewhat.
No, it was short stories, right? It
About
was like
ghosts?
no, it was about like special days in our time and time before me and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like it was telling you about how in I think it was 1814 the Thames frozen up.
Yeah.
And all these stories are told by eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
Right. So there's some fella who was around in 1814. And the Thames was frozen, and people used to put market stalls on there, and they'd do the shopping. It was like like an Oxford Street.
Was that Mad Liar Charlie? No, because he's famous for that.
Well, I'm sure, you know.
No, I think that was Mad Liar Charlie.
So in order for a frost fair to happen, the Thames has to be frozen solid. It has to be thick ice, and it has to last for a certain amount of time. It takes a while to set up, and it takes a time to pack down. And what they are is part fun fair, part carnival, part sales opportunity. So they're kind of an extension of the London street onto the ice. So the first time we know about people making their own entertainment on the ice is 1309, and people set a fire at that point, and there were some organised games. But that doesn't become what we know as a frost fair until 1608. The Thames froze over about 23 times between the 12th century and 1814 when the final frost fair takes place. It's only a small portion of the Thames that freezes, and it tends to be the area around London Bridge. So the old London Bridge is a really substantial structure. It's got buildings on top of it, and it has 20 piers. London Bridge slows the flow of the Thames, and the slower the river flows, the more likely it is to freeze. So the frost fairs are really an unusual place, and you could see almost anything. In 1814, you might have seen an elephant being walked across by Blackfriars Bridge. There are also things like skittles, games, entertainments of all kinds.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of
What
grew.
sort of hair was it? Was
thick,
it
thick hair?
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down, sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick, and then it just goes all the way over his head.
You don't think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over?
No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that.
Yeah.
And
had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it in a quiff or?
No, it was just
hanging everywhere.
all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, this is a bit weird. Happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
Yeah.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him Monkey Boy and all this.
Oh.
And
thinking Chinese press.
But the doctor,
yeah. Oh,
they're cruel, aren't they? It's like those game shows.
well,
That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
and the doctor said,
I was Karl talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then? Because I turned round and I still saw he was talking. Go on.
So anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey
yeah,
boy.
and they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said,
throwing him nuts.
Said he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil.
Hairy Chinese kid. Karl got this one pretty accurate, as it was a Chinese boy born in 1977 named whose body is covered by 96.5% body hair, and like Karl said, had to deal with eczema and a boil, and has gone under surgery in 2012 to try to remove some of the body hair on his body. He even acted in a movie from 1986.
Right, there's this fellow, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
Karl, if you're bored.
And he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there.
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
And he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car.
He looks in the mirror.
And he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He has.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car, and he was still standing out there?
No, right?
What?
And it turned out, he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days, but he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Now this seems to come from a Chilean corporal story in 1977, in which Corporal Armando Valdez, who went to investigate a strange object and disappeared, and after 15 minutes later he appeared with a week's grown beard, unlike Karl's 3 days, and his day on his watch had advanced to about 5 days in the future, whilst, unlike Karl's story, there was no mention of his wife.
Right, tell the story about the manhole cover.
Right, in the same magazine as the one with the cat and the fire and that.
Don't tell me that story again, it gives me the shivers.
Yeah, a cat that's got a weird expression on its face is against God.
Anyway, this isn't a scary story, this was just, like physics. Physics.
Yeah.
It was going on about the, nuclear bomb and how powerful it is. And, they put a manhole cover on top of one.
Okay.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Never saw the manhole cover again.
Now this one is kind of true as well, in which a steel cap was blasted off a 500-foot test shaft at high speeds, leading to theories about the steel cap old manhole cover going into space due to it never being retrieved. However, it was likely vaporized due to the atmospheric friction rather than it actually reaching space.
1957. Operation Plum Bob, the sixth in a series of continental tests conducted by the Atomic Energy Commission to further our weapons development program. In terms of numbers of test devices detonated, this was the largest.
There's this little lad, right?
Okay.
First of all, it's years ago, right? When they didn't have decent doctors in like every town and that.
Yeah.
And this little kid is dead ill, right?
Yeah.
And the local doctor.
Well, there's a phone call involved, so I don't really give the impression that it's like medieval
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't say that, I just said it's years ago.
Go on,
so this kid's ill, right? Yeah. And he's lying in the bed, and he's all going funny colour and that.
Yeah.
And his mum says, I'm going to get the local doctor round. The local doctor comes round, and says, so I don't know what's up with him. He said, leave it with me.
Leave it with me?
He said,
the doctor said that?
I'll have he said, I'll phone up a top doctor.
Okay.
Who was in America or somewhere like that. Yeah. And so he goes to the phone in his office and he calls America, and because it's years ago, the phone line isn't that good, it's all crackly and that, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the doctor and he's saying, I've got this kid, he's a funny colour, and you know, he's really weak and that. I don't know what's
He's
up
not
with him.
giving him much to go on.
Right?
Sure.
So, so the American doctor, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, what you want to do? And it's all breaking up, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what you got to do? You got to, it's all breaking up. You've got to give him some, parrot's blood, right?
Some parrot's blood?
Well, that's what he thought he said, but the line was really bad.
Yeah.
He meant parent's blood, but he heard that he said parrot's blood. He said, right, I'll do that, leave it with me.
I can see where this is going.
He goes to, you know, a pet shop.
Yeah.
He says, give us like half a dozen parrots.
Sure.
Takes them round to the kid's house, takes the blood from the parrots, puts it into the kid's fine.
The kid's fine?
It worked.
Such a load of shite.
There's this little lad, right?
Okay.
First of all, it's years ago, right? When they didn't have decent doctors in like every town and that.
Yeah.
And this little kid is dead ill, right?
Yeah.
And the local doctor.
Well, there's a phone call involved, so I don't really give the impression that it's like medieval
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't say that, I just said it's years ago.
Go on,
so
then.
this kid's ill, right?
Yeah.
And he's lying in the bed, and he's all going funny colour and that.
Yeah.
And his mum says, I'm going to get the local doctor round. The local doctor comes round, and says, so I don't know what's up with him. He said, leave it with me.
Leave it with me?
He said,
the doctor said that?
I'll have he said, I'll phone up a top doctor.
Okay.
Who was in America or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And so he goes to the phone in his office and he calls America, and because it's years ago, the phone line isn't that good, it's all crackly and that, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the doctor and he's saying, I've got this kid, he's a funny colour, and you know, he's really weak and that. I don't know what's
He's
up
not
with him.
giving him much to go on.
Right?
Sure.
So, so the American doctor, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, what you want to do? And it's all breaking up, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what you got to do? You got to, it's all breaking up. You've got to give him some, parrot's blood, right?
Some parrot's blood?
Well, that's what he thought he said, but the line was really bad.
Yeah.
He meant parent's blood, But he heard that, he said, parrot's blood. He said, right, I'll do that, leave it with me.
I can see where this is going.
He goes to, a pet shop.
Yeah.
He says, give us like half a dozen parrots.
Sure.
Takes them round to the kid's house, takes the blood from the parrots, puts it into the kid's fine.
The kid's fine?
It worked.
Such a load of shite.
Now, there isn't much to say about this, as Karl's story was basically almost word for word with what happened. Of course, the missing dates, that being it happened in 1931. The patient being a 15-year-old girl with polio.
Well, forget it.
Sorry, have you ever heard her speak?
And what's this about Donna Air giving her baby to a gorilla for a week?
It happened.
No, it didn't happen.
She had a baby. They went on the honeymoon. They left it to a little gorilla to look after.
Don't talk! Absolutely, don't talk! Oh, God!
There's people online now, so they can have a look at Anna Nova. Do you want to give some stuff away? Do some,
He believes it, and that's it! But the more these things sort of like pop up come true, the more worrying it is. The more worrying it is for everyone. Imagine if Donna Air had left her baby to a gorilla. It's libelous, you saying that. It's libelous.
But this does confirm that Donna Air and her boyfriend, Damien Aspinall, who inherited a chain of zoos from his dad, were willing to give their baby to a gorilla somewhat. Here's a quote from the article. He will probably hand the baby girl over to the dominant female gorilla at the zoo, expecting she would take care of her and introduce her to the other gorillas, end quote. Though in Aspinall's defence, it was just for the gorilla to hold the baby, not to look after it like a babysitter, as Karl suggested.
Years ago.
Oh, yes, yeah, cleared that up. Go on.
They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right?
Okay.
Because what
Hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story?
Well,
because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with the... are they poisonous tomatoes?
No.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
I don't believe it.
Go on.
I could have been eating tomatoes all this time.
Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so hang on a minute.
What's
Let's just
tomato with
recap quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then, because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
Well, they're not.
But they're not poisonous.
Ah, but hang on a minute.
All right, it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
Okay, I'm not going to tackle it anymore.
If you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. they had lead plates, right?
What are you talking?
Just let him talk.
Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it. And because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill.
The poison tomato mania really took off during the 1700s. Now, surprisingly, there is actually some scientific backing to the tomato's deadly reputation, but this isn't due to the tomato itself, but rather the plates that it was eaten off. See, people during this time would eat off pewter plates, which contained lead. This lead reacted with the acidity of the tomato, adding a deadly something to your tomato salad. Now, this is why the aristocracy was the most afraid of the tomato.
Like those pictures of a boy crying that caused houses to burn down in the 1980s.
What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
It's just some kid. My Auntie Nora had one, and it was just like a kid with like a blue jumper on, and it's like a painting, not a photo.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he's just crying.
Like a chocolate box. It's really awful, sort of sugary.
And what happened is they found out that a load of houses were being set on fire or burst into flames, whatever. And the weird thing was...
Oh, it's bollocks.
Every house that burnt down had that photo.
Yeah, because every house had that picture in the fucking 70s and 80s.
My name is David Dawson, and my grandmother owned the cursed crying boy painting. My gran had the crying boy painting hung in the living room. It was basically a picture of a small boy. There was sort of an orange glow reflected on his skin, as though he was looking at something burning. single tear running down his face. But I can remember my gran reading the newspaper once that ran with a story that there was this particular painting that was alleged to have caused several house fires. Everything in the house would be destroyed, and the painting was the only thing that had survived the house fire. It was then put forward that the painting was cursed.
Punt, Tracy. Got a little something for you. One I looked into myself back in the 80s. We called it The Curse of the Crying Boy. I want you to reopen the case.
There was only one thing left to do. Quiz some boffins about the baffling curse top pick. Or rather, ask some scientists to test the painting in a fire.
In order to enhance the scientific credibility of this test, we're actually filming this. It's quite a big flame. The flame is now about 2 feet high. It is slowly inching towards the figure. Just the lapel of his jacket has disappeared now. There's a hole in the bottom right hand corner of the painting, but the flames don't appear to be spreading across. Well, you'd have to say that has not caught fire. No, it's definitely dying down now. In fact, it's now time to put the sausages on.
The painting had a hole in it from where the fire had touched it, but the flames hadn't spread.
But you'd have to say that fire's pretty much going out.